Hi there. So there's been some shenanigans afoot lately, but a bit of orky madness and nonsense involving stubbas and stabbas, looters and shooters and such. So not all of my friends out there and associates out there can get their hot little hands on things to stop the orky madness. But you should be able to get a bag like this, or at least the contents in the bag. Now, for size comparison, it's about the size of a Land Raider. So if you have a Land Raider, you'll know exactly how big the bag should be, ought be, and you can always go bigger. I recommend going bigger, but minimum size is about one Land Raider. This is a fun measurement to have. You should have a set of shears, medical shears. These are really nice to have because pants and shirts and coats and whatnot kind of prevent us from using the contents of this bag. Now, it's important to note that this is a good size for one person. If you have more than one person that you wish to have a Land Raider size bag for, you should have a few more of these bags. So bag, 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 for each individual you wish to help. Now, this doesn't have to be for orky situations. It can just be for, a car crash or, a gardening incident involving pruning shears. This is all perfectly acceptable reasons to have such a bag, so don't think about it that way. Now, what we have here is a rat tourniquet. Now, before you get too hot and heavy about this, these are great for people with small limbs or your pets, like your little doggies or your kitties. So if you've got a dog that might have an issue, you can use that on them. I recommend you get training with everything you see in here, so trying to find a class. We've got a cat tourniquet. It's suitable for all issues involving limbs. If you don't have a cat, snake staff works fine. So you got two of these. So for me, I generally will have at any given moment in time 4 tourniquets, as you saw. Next up is gauze, then more gauze, then some more gauze, because when you have poked holes in you, you pack that all up with gauze, gauze, and more gauze. So it's always good to have plenty of gauze. You can never have too much gauze. It's a very important rule of thumb. There's no such thing. Is there too much gauze? No. I got a triangle bandage here, or a trauma bandage. I got gloves for all the icky stuff that I may or may not want on my hands. And then I have 2 chest seals. And there are 2 of these inside, an entry, exit. So one for each of my looms, if you will. And that is a fantastic starter bag. Oh, I dropped gauze on the floor. Oh, no! This is a fantastic start setup for you and your day-to-day. Again, this doesn't have to be for orky shenanigans. You could just have this because, you want to be the person who helps people out when there's a car crash or something. It's not going to be enough to deal with every single problem that could possibly exist, but this is enough stuff right here to help one person get through it while the emergency crews arrive to do their things. Margaret Thatcher over there seems to think that this would be a really good video for everybody, so there it is. So I hope this helps someone out there. You have a good one.